Alright, this is Art Trails with I Just Arted, and that building there is one of the most haunted places in Utah. Sort of. There's kind of a weird story to it. Watch my intro, and then we'll get into it right after that. Okay? Alright, so I just finished drawing, and I figured I'd take a minute and tell you why I picked this particular place to draw at, and why I say it's sort of haunted. It was built back in the 1930s, and this was all a stockyard, so for trains. Ogden's pretty well known for trains, and this place, when it was built, and when it was running back in the 40s, was where all the trains would come through. After that, say about the 50s and 60s, trains stopped being the main use or the main mode of transporting goods, and instead diesels were being used. So the stockyard didn't really need to be used as much anymore, and all of it got ripped out, and this building seems to be one of the only things that stuck around. It was used as an office building in the 70s and in the 80s. A little bit of it was used for like a mental health clinic. Not really what the story is, and I'll tell you the story on the way back. So, used as a mental health clinic, and then it got shut down and completely abandoned for a long time. About 2004, they opened this place back up, and it became a haunted attraction. Here it is. Pretty cool. It's a cool looking building. So, it became a haunted attraction for a little while there, and they came up with a story for it. They started calling it some kind of hospital. I can't remember. Bellevue, Belfast. I'll type it out for you right here. And the story they came up with is that it was a mental institution for the 70s, and people were put in there for all their mental issues, and there was a doctor there who performed tests. And they even came up with a story about how in the 40s there was a triple homicide and 3 suicides, and anyway, they threw together this huge story, which I could find no evidence for. Couldn't find anything saying it was a mental hospital for any amount of time. But when you're trying to make money off a haunted house, you need a building to do that in, right? So you find the oldest building in the cheapest place and come up with a cool story for it, and that's it. So the reason I picked this place is because people still believe to this day that it was a mental institution, and there's actually an EVP that was supposedly captured here in 2005, which the timing there is kind of interesting. Turns into a haunted house in 2004, and then you capture an EVP in 2005. It's kind of a creepy EVP, kind of overacted. I'll put a link in the description below. You can decide for yourself, but the main point of the EVP is people say there's a child crying, that seems to be the main ghost haunting this place. So I wanted to get back into charcoal, and I wanted to draw something kind of creepy, which I'm pretty good at. And so I thought, maybe a child with mental health issues that got experimented on. So that's what the drawing was inspired by, and I came to a place where people think that's what happened. Well, enjoy the rest of the video. that. Getting nice and spooky now. Alright, this has been Art Trails with I Just Arted. If you liked the video, please hit the like button below. Leave your comments for anything you want to see drawn, sculpted during Halloween. If you want to see something spooky, let me know, and I'll give it my best shot. And share this video with your friends. I'm like 20 away from getting my own URL, which would be awesome. It'd be a lot easier to advertise. So make sure you share this video with anybody that you know that likes art, that likes comedy, that likes both, that likes neither. I don't care. Share it with them. And make sure you come back next time. This is I Just Arted.